know I am not the only one wondering what the Augmented Rights Coalition hopes to achieve following the devastating attack. I thought you were forced to leave Germany. Were there not allegations that you...
Those accusations were false. When I arrived in Prague,
There was a terrorist bombing at a local church.
but Arg had nothing to do with it. We are...
A non-violent organization. Yes, you said that. Station fell victim to a bombing, the third to hit Prague in recent months. Is this really the face of a past? Join the discussion online.
Adam, thanks for calling me back, son. I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all...
I'm not interested in your sympathy, Seraph. We've got more important things to discuss. Like my doctor finding dormant AUGs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant experimental AUGs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test AUGs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
God, you've got a Titan AUG? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DoD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
These schematics you saw, don't suppose you kept a copy?
They were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
Orlov? Sounds Russian. Who is he? Why wouldn't he have fit in?
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, neuroscience prodigy. Got his master's degree in Moscow, post-grad in the US. His grades were off the chart, but his theories were sketchy at times. Megan said his ethics were questionable.
Megan? Megan Reed said that? The woman who gave you my DNA to experiment with?
We didn't hire him, Adam. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orloff didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like your ex.
I've got to find this guy.
Adam, let me track him down for you. I'm leaving for London soon. I've got meetings with Nathaniel Brown and the Santo group there. But I can make phone calls, reach out to people. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by infolink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about losing touch with you after Panchaea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive a year after everyone thought you were dead. Why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
The world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life. Recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day. Or any of us forget it.
Like you, friend. We have suffered long enough.
Všichni automaty připravěni doklady.
Come, pilgrims. Do not hesitate. Do not live in fear any longer.
That's very interesting.
Státní policie má oprávnění během stavu nouze vykonávat prohlídky. Prosíme o spolupráci za všech okolností.
Another one.
Naturálové, postupujte dál. Money is slow to a trickle.
Hogs are getting attacked in this thing. They laying low. think?
Hlášení o pohřešovaných osobách. Po útoku na Ručičkově nádraží se stále pohřešuje několik osob. Podrobnosti najdete na webu státní
But
policie.
tomorrow, we will be so busy we'll be complaining about it.
Prosím, ohlaste úřadům.
I think after Rosika, business would be up.
You heard it?
He'll gather around.
Come on! Show me what you got on your mark! Not even giving me a break to fly about! Keep your head down! You think I care? One devour is more than enough to stop.
Hiker's News. Always watching. Because you are always watching. I know I am not the only one wondering what the augmented rifle...
I was lost.
interesting, bro.
Hold out. You can do this. I can hear explosions in my sleep, man. Like this happening over and over again.
Ukażte mi papier.
She'll cover up. Hogs are getting attacked in the streets. Stay laying low.
That bombing was bad for business.
City smells wrong. There I am. Happy. I'm sure why they were not bastard. Could be drying up. Maybe we are start going door to door. Really give the Ops a scare.
What if we expand it? Full north, they need permits as well. He could be in prison.
Got to find an untapped market and exploit it.
We had a good run.
Sounded like a semi-auto.
Get down, man! Hey, you missed!
Done. Take him to the furnace. a shame you weren't.
Getting a little worried.
Yo. God! Down, it's just one lonely freak. Oh! He's gone! God damn it!
I bet this isn't what you thought you'd be doing today, huh? You're going to regret it if you don't get back up. I bet this isn't what you... We're getting close. He's here!
I heard
What was that? You can take it from here. My job's done.
Bored.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Access granted.
that be? Need to relax, Brad.
You need to refocus. Find the killer. Go on. You idiot.
We're getting close.
No!
We're just getting started. The freak died.
I'm gonna shoot him in the head!
Jensen, I'm getting worried. Should I be calling every police station in town looking for you?
That's not necessary. I'll be in soon.
Good, because we've got work to do.
Please, don't shoot me.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Arts and crafts?
I think you work for those scam artists out there. Or do they work for you?
It was never meant to be a scam. More like social services for the disaffected. You know, like no og left behind.
Looks like a forgery ring to me.
I hate the word forgery. I prefer graphic arts activism. I help people to be other people. And seriously, try getting anywhere with forgery on your resume.
You're involved in something that takes advantage of people, and you're worried about your resume?
That may have come out wrong. I mean, yes, career is important, but it's not everything. I know that. I tend to get really nervous when I'm stressed. I'm stressed when... which always just makes things worse. Oh, okay, look. I have no reason to be nervous here, do I? You're totally on my side, right? One of the good guys. Not like Drahomir.
I'm not here to make you nervous. I just need you to explain it to me. The essentials of what's been going on here.
Essentials. Right. Essentially, I was trying to help my augmented friends.
The way I saw it out there, the promise of fake documents was being used to extort people. How does that help them?
The extortion part sucks. I swear to you, I'm totally anti-extortion.
Obviously.
Let me explain better. The government, they print up these official permits each month, but they only sell them to the rich corporate and military allies. Meanwhile, the other orgs, they get cattled out of the city because their documents aren't up to date enough. That's what was happening to my friends.
Government corruption versus organized crime. And regular people get caught in the middle. You gotta love the classics.
When it was just me, I didn't charge anyone. But then Drahomir shows up and turns it into this big operation with fake checkpoints and ridiculous fees. I didn't want anything to do with that. I wanted to stop.
Why didn't you?
I was scared. Drahomir said he would kill me. Looked at me kind of... like you're looking at me now. You're not going to kill me, are you?
What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. Look, the real problem is Drahomir and that checkpoint of his. Without him in the picture, the rest of them couldn't run a lemonade stand. Maybe you could... You know...
You think I just walk around shooting people?
Don't you?
I like knowing there are other options.
Okay, so stab him, scare him, or get the police to do their job for once. I remember Drahomir mentioning this cop who threatened him. She was hanging around his checkpoint. Who knows? Maybe there really is one good cop in Prague.
That sounds like the safest bet. Otherwise, you're asking me to pick a fight with a bunch of guys in uniforms, scam artists or not.
The whole city would come down on you. Still, up to you how you want to handle it.
Right. And just so we're clear, you are going to stop forging documents now.
I don't like getting into trouble. And even worse is other people suffering because of me. No more faking documents ever again. Unless someone really needed one. Then I'd probably do it. I mean, if we knew for a fact that we could help someone, we should do whatever we can, right?
It depends what you have in mind.
The docs I make, they really can fool the authorities. Sort of.
Sort of.
Drahomir flooded the streets with forgeries, so the city started tracking more, adding scanners, validation numbers. Now, unless one of my permits gets activated in the city database, it's just plastic.
So you're telling me these people pay for forgeries and then probably get deported anyway?
It doesn't have to be that way. I have 2 permits that I literally just made. And I think we can really help these people. If you're willing.
Alright, how do we help?
Their names are Edward Broad and Irenka Bauer. Drahomir was going to charge them like 20 more times. But maybe you could just give them the forgeries? Early Christmas present?
You said it's just plastic, that people get deported anyway. How does this help them?
I think I know how to get them activated. As long as you're willing to follow through.
Alright. I'll go meet Edward and Irenka. In the meantime, are you going to be okay here?
Once they learn that Drahomir's been taken care of, the others will leave me alone. He's the one I'm scared of.
We're already taking care of the guys outside. They won't be a problem.
Thank you. As mysterious military types go, you're pretty neat, I guess. By the way, there is a safe over there where they keep their money. I'll give you the code. 2489. Feel free to help yourself.
What about you?
Way ahead of you.
We're here to protect them, not control them. It's brilliant, followers. Fucking New World Order. Brilliant.
Just because Dragomir
Great.
doesn't mean he's a real boss.
He showed me his credentials. They look pretty real.
The guy who scam artist. Everyone knows.
If you ever find proof of this, I'm with you. You know that.
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices. Teach us to have children so that we may love them.
Primus, is that you?
Are you Arenka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Arenka, she gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Arenka is not well. We must shield her.
Arenka paid someone to make her an AUG permit. To keep her from being taken to Golem City. That someone wants to come through.
Really? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even...
There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Golem just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry. There's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
been dead a long, long time, and are only returning to repeat what we once said before our death.
Hlášení o pohřešovaných osobách. Útoku na ručičkově nádraží.
God, why are you people such assholes? The old men were supposed to be alone. Let's go.
Heard you're sitting on... Get lost, dog, before we turn our attention to you. Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa. That true?
I will call the police.
Police don't get paid to help us. That's what...
Thank you. Thank you so much.
This is it. This is the end.
Tell my grandson I love him.
Sam, roztáhněte se!
Tell my grandson I love him.
Lékař se sám vlákl do pasti!
Tell my grandson I love him. I thought you were going to help. Tell my grandson I love him. I thought you were going to help me. Tell my grandson I love him. I thought you were going to help me. I thought you were going to help me. Tell my grandson I love him.
Just because Dragomir looks like a cop doesn't mean he's a real cop.
Show me his credentials. They look pretty real to me.
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Who are...
I didn't come here to take anything. You rang?
This...
It's not that simple.
I don't understand.
Sorry, there's no... I'll take...
Along.
Ty plechovky s náma vyjebává. It must be... The old man was supposed to be alone. Let's go. Forget
Pouze v případě nouze volejte 112. Na místní oddíl.
Hope it doesn't start raining.
So, my friend,
Don't forget
you have
about
the
your
card.
permit
Yes.
authentication card. Would hate to be caught without one of those.
So, my friend, you have the card now, yes?
I know all about your extortion scheme, Drahomir. I'm here to put a stop to it.
I don't know what you're talking about. But I tell you what. You get out of here. Right now. And I'll forget all about your outdated documents.
Your days of making offers are done. I didn't come here to negotiate. No more peddling false hope.
Is that right? I think you're all talk. And I think I can prove it. Boo!
You can sell the rest, but I'm keeping his eyes.
Just because Dragomir looks
What
like
a
a cop
place.
doesn't mean he's a real cop. Never
He showed me his
mind.
credentials. They look pretty real.
We were machines, sir. But...
We've been dead a long, long time. Our only return to repeat what we want.
Oh God.
I think I've already had a more
Something is happening, but I do not know what.
Can't afford it. Come, let's go.
Damn vultures. Gouging prices when people are starving and have nothing.
Tak si pro mě pojď, Fisher. Pro tebe za běžnou cenu. Aha.
If I knew what I was looking for. I'm not one to chase trouble.
What else do you have to do?
Co bych chtěl ze všeho nejvíc?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
What happened? At least the weapons look almost right.
We need to protect them.
Elena would look better if she could dye her hair. I don't see that.
What else do you have to do?
What should I even do?
for something.
One more time. Interesting, what? That's it. How did it ever come to this?
So hungry. And live.
What does hypothermia feel like?
Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa.
Supposed to be alone.
That's true.
No. I was told
Police don't get paid to help us. That's what you need to pay us for.
Thank you. Thank you so much for what you've done. Thank you. I didn't know what to do. There are not many people a man like me can call on for help.
What did they want?
What everybody wants. Money. To feel strong. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now, they will take me away.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man's hopes up. Unless... My daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you? Please, tell me. When can I see them?
Why would your daughter send me?
I thought maybe she and the little one finally decided to help Grandpa with his permit situation. But she probably understands that I need to avoid detection. It is better not to make contact.
When was the last time you saw them?
A few years. Since the day of the... you know.
The day of the incident?
The time I ran naked onto a football field as a teenager, that was an incident. This was the work of the devil. He closed our eyes, forced us to see what he sees.
That's a long time not to see someone you care about.
It's not their fault. My son-in-law, he keeps them away from me because... well, because...
Because why?
What am I, on trial? Soon you'll be judging me just like he did. Like they all did.
Judging you for what, Edward?
They say I became a monster. In the park. It was during the incident.
You were with your family when the signal went out. Darrow's broadcast. Caused all those Augs to lose control.
I grabbed the youngest by the wrists. We were spinning. We spun like mad. I don't know where it came from. This exhilaration that wasn't mine. It was reckless, I admit. There were mosquitoes in my brain. There was blood. They say that It couldn't have been me. Someone else must have... A stranger, after I blacked out. Please, tell me you believe me. Tell me it isn't possible that I did that to him.
It's not possible, Edward. You would have remembered. When the signal was broadcast, augmented people were made to lose control. Some of them did unspeakable things, but in your case, I don't think you're one of them.
No, I don't think so either. It's just not something I could ever do. Thank you. One of them is still alive, and whether I ever get to see him or not, I want to remain as close as I can. I want to remain in Prague.
Here, this permit should fool anyone at a glance.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay again. Is that true?
You know the drill by now.
Of course. You know, in my day, everything had only one price. Here. So, what now? Do I have to activate something? I can put on my nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in line, I'll wait in line. I don't complain.
The situation's a little less legal than that.
Oh. Do you need me to break in somewhere?
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how to validate your number.
All right. I can do that. I will wait here.
Milena, I met with both those dogs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You'll have to access it, quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
All right, I got it.
Wonderful.
I hate this
Unless
place.
you're looking for trouble, keep moving, Plank.
What do you mean repercussions?
The sound of roof wishes to excuse me. Spolupráce s příslušníky státní policie je...
Got what you're looking for.
I hate watching the news. Wars, famine, murders, diseases.
Who listens to that garbage? Hold it, Clank. Let me see your permit, and be quick about it.
I'm sure you'll find everything in order, officer.
What's the matter, eh? I'm holding you up from some important, This is a BH-847.
Is that what it is? Sounds impressive.
Are you going to be a problem? Eyes to yourself. You are cleared through this checkpoint. Go about your business. Not much going on.
That's what I hear, but I've also heard of all the powerful clients.
Ah, clever.
I always get really nervous when I have this song.
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v chomoutu s rusákama.
I don't like being this close to Prakashka. I'm afraid of what might happen to me.
Don't be ridiculous. Poverty isn't contagious.
No, but most of the people in that district have some kind of addiction.
My sister's son tried to commit suicide on the weekend. Right here in the city.
If that happens, she'll take a hug.
Permit validation office is closed. It's always closed. You want a permit so bad? You should talk to this guy named Rahomir. I wish we could just shoot any hog we see. I heard something. Come on.
Okay,
I'll see you.
They are involved. How to stop it? Over there!
Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Primary concern, especially in the of the AUG
Reportérům na Makadamu sdělila, že doufá, že její hlášení, které odešle OSN po skončení cesty, umožní členům Rady bezpečnosti dosáhnout moudrého, uvážlivého a jednomyslného rozhodnutí. Debata ohledně drastických kroků za účelem zabránit globálního násilí stále probíhá.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Milena, I got into the ARG permit registry.
Hold on. That should give me access now as well.
Why am I seeing a security timer?
Probably because neither of us have done this before. Cross your fingers. I borrowed this employee ID from a guy in a bar.
Why does it say there's only one validation slot?
Shit! The city has quotas for this kind of thing. Prague is designed to regulate people to death.
What does that mean?
The system won't let this guy register 2 people. Just scan something. There isn't much time. Help 1 person at least. Good. Edward's documents should hold up to any kind of scanning check now. He's as legit as he can be, without actually being legit.
I came here to help 2 people.
It doesn't always work that way. Look, you need to get out of there, please.
Milena, that permit I wasn't able to scan. What happens to Irenka now?
She probably ends up in Golem. Or she gets arrested for trying to use fake documentation. Thrown into a cell somewhere. I don't know. Doesn't exactly feel like a win, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act,
Clear them all.
I don't know how she is, scared of everything.
No siege, Sammy.
I just gave you. Fine. It's 9JT.
I'm sorry. What?
9JT 1645NX.
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant?
You're heading into TF-29? Already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
Adam Jensen.
Report to Agent 3. Fully urgent.
Ursa Maya, report to Cyberforce. Agent Maya to Cyberforce.
Anomaly detected.
So the task force has...
Trace program initiated.
Next thing you know, after having a dream, we'll have to talk to some bookworm with no experience in the field about our feelings. Yeah, what was Director Miller?
Access denied.
From higher up. Manderly.
Run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Unlicensed documentation. Individuals who fail to comply will be
Does the
arrested
gen
and
still
removed
believe it's some
to
full
designated off-old locations.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list soon.
Especially in the wake of the
Run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, how are you? Yeah, it was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm alright.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now and meeting with Leon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months, can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Arya. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Copy that.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
I think Singh's got some kind of adrenaline addiction. He plays it too close to the edge.
He made it out of Dubai, didn't he?
I'm telling you, if it had been anyone but Jensen on the ground, Singh would be dead.
Well, you know what? I think you're right.
Agent Jensen!
Agent Singh. Wasn't expecting to see you again. In civvies, at least.
Just passing through. I wanted to thank your team for the backup in Dubai. That sting went to hell faster than the storm did.
You're welcome. But I don't think you came all this way to say thanks.
Director Miller asked me to get Agent McCready up to speed. Now I have the red-eye flight back to Oman.
Headed into the field office there?
Not exactly. One of our black sites. I'll be dropped in as a captured enemy combatant. After I contact my fellow Jinn prisoners, I shall lead a very convenient escape.
Re-embedding with the Jinn. Aren't you taking a big risk? given everything that happened?
No choice. I would feel safer if we'd been able to shut down that signal booster at the hotel. But I would feel safer if I took the test job. You see is what I do. We need to find out who hit us. And the Jinn will be looking too.
Could they get a bead on our gate crashers faster than TF-29?
Perhaps. They do not like loose ends. An augmented kill squad with military training. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Yeah, once. But it's a long story. Did we get anything out of the cleanup operation?
Mostly corpses. Heavily augmented, as you know. Under those gold masks, there were IDs.
Could still be ex-Bell Tower. Plenty of men and material went AWOL after the incident. A competing faction that listened in on Shepard.
It's a possibility. The audits and investigations of Bell Tower will go on for years before we know how many rats jumped from that ship.
Right. It's the world we live in. Anyone with an exemption to the weaponized augment ban is a useful tool. I don't envy what you've got ahead of you.
Actually, I'm looking forward to it. The truth is, when you've been under for long enough, you only feel like an imposter out here, in the real world.
Yeah, I understand the feeling.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
I guess the Transit Authority
UN
isn't in
Security
as much
Council
as you are.
Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentation. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning
These guys
augmentation.
might as well be ghosts.
Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely.
You think
for
one of them
any
would
break
pop
in the
up on
story.
some list somewhere?
This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
Got this. The shots I'm going fast. For all you need to get shot.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard sister airlines Flight 451 were killed.
I guess the Transit Authority isn't in as much of a hurry. You are there.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Agent Jensen!
This is Jensen.
Look, I'm going as fast as I can.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but no dice, not our show.
And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns a priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be.
If there's something here, I'll find it.
Last night, the
Most likely
collective
eyewitnesses were
public
smashed in the
gave
explosion.
It made for some very interesting
Jensen, we need to talk.
They're never going to take the time to broadcast that sweatshop picture of it happening.
If we don't learn the way to speak thanks, we'll never have.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
So, you've decided you need some practice, huh? You know the best tip my training officer ever gave me? Reload your weapon before it's empty. Saves time. If you zoom in using iron sight, you'll acquire targets faster. Try it. You'll see the difference. Of course, you know a headshot is the fastest way to take down a target. But watch out for helmets. They'll slow you down. Okay, if your target is wearing armor, you'll do less damage per round. Let's try armor piercing this time. tool for the right situation. Could save your life. Now, let's take a look at the technical targets. These are tougher to disable using regular ammo. They tell me shooting security devices isn't usually the best way to go. You should try to disable them. Once you disable the security device, your armor-piercing rounds will take it out more easily. You should always have at least one backup weapon, so you can improvise, adapt, overcome any situation. Hoorah! Seems like you're warmed up now. Let's go over some of the other aspects of your weapons. I like how silencers reduce sound, but the trade-off is less stopping power, less damage per hit. How much extra ammo you need because of the silencer? Back to normal. But if you need to be quiet, Adam, the silencer's the way to go. Just remember the decreased damage. You know, there are several other types of attachments you can use to upgrade your weapons. Keep your eyes open for them. Again, reloading your weapon before it's empty saves time.
Adam, how's it going? Any trouble with the plant?
Patience, Alex. Trying to find the best way to access the motherboard without blowing my cover.
Sorry, man. Message received.
That's your refresher. But I'm sure you already knew all that stuff, Adam. Feel free to come back anytime.
These are the chances he knew he was taking.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access
I've run
denied.
DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Nothing sustained here.
Hacked combat drones attacked.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Access granted.
think one of them would pop up on some list?
Smart move. They don't want to be caught in the dragnet.
What the fuck are you?
Anomaly detected.
You think one of them would
Trace
pop up on some
program
list?
initiated. Access denied.
We know state police aren't above profiling. Preemptive action would be great.
Oh, man.
State police are playing stingy with sharing evidence.
We know state police crying aren't out above loud. profiling.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
The problem with the collective is that they've branded themselves as online Robin Hoods.
They've been everywhere for the past week.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
There are problems with this system.
But that doesn't give
Something
anyone
here,
the
I'll
right
find
to
it.
informational terrorism.
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but no dice, not our show.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Restorationer. Calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed organizations. Individuals who live in the wild will be arrested and relocated to especially in the wake of the August.
What I need you to do is listen to me.
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but no dice, not our show.
This is so weird.
Right now, I think my
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
I just wish someone would nut up and take the plane.
These guys might as well
Something
be
here,
ghosts.
I'll find it.
No, that's not consistent with the train station cameras. Listening to this negative chatter? Oh my god, it's a comedy of errors. They're posturing, as opposed to conducting an active investigation.
Run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
We're advising people to stay at home, so someone just to be the example.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum speed.
Run DNA. These guys might as well be ghosts. Nothing.
Thanks. Keep thinking. Most likely eyewitnesses were smashed on the explosion.
These guys might as well be ghosts. You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Composition can tell us a lot. It's the triggers.
I'd rather not say what this
These guys might as well be ghosts. I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Jensen, we need to talk. By God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang. No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
I'm gonna need more information about this snoop of yours.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown, but if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
What can you tell me about our front company?
Praha Dovos was designed to be forgettable. The kind of place you walk by 100 times and still can't remember.
It obviously caught someone's attention. What happens if we're compromised?
My guess, we dismantle and disappear. Agents go into hiding, Director burrows into some hole, poof, no Christmas party.
You really think there's a risk here? Maybe someone's just poking around the fake website of a fake company.
If someone points a gun at me, I assume it's loaded. If someone hacks into the website of the company that serves as our cover, I assume they're doing it for a bad reason.
Such as?
Everything depends on who they are and what they know. But we're in the business of dealing with terrorists. If those terrorists find out where we are...
TF-29 likes its privacy.
Sure. More importantly, Chang likes being in one piece. Unlike you, I don't just brush off explosions.
You got an MO in this hacker?
At first I thought it might be the Collective.
But you're not convinced?
Not Janus's style to leave crumbs this big. But whoever it is, they risk exposing us. If the Collective ever found... My God, Jensen.
Maybe Janus knows already.
Hey, don't say shit like that. I get nervous enough as it is. I need you to find out as much as you can about our Snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
All right. You have any leads?
I traced our hacker Snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hlavny. Just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
guys might as well be ghosts.
I've been scrubbing through garbage for hours, still nothing. I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but no dice, not our show.
I'm sorry, we're all just going out chasing.
And we at Palisade Property Bank made addressing priority. Information archived in the walls of Palisade Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archive.
You think one of them will pop up and turn blue?
Around the world.
I don't even know where to start with realizing this.
Patience is the first thing.
Alex, the whisper chip is in.
Weird, it's already picking up a freak. Jesus, Adam, is Miller in there right now?
Shit, gotta go.
Jensen, I need to see you, now!
Agent Jensen reporting for duty, sir. Tried to do it earlier, but you were on a conference call.
Yeah, I was. Should I be worried about you, Jensen?
Sorry.
That blow you took to your systems. It's not messing with your head or anything, making you do things?
I'm not gonna go crazy and start attacking people, if that's what you're worried about.
You've been checked out then? The problem with your orgs is gone.
I took care of it.
Good, good. God knows, with all that's happened, I need you at 100% right now.
You sounded pissed when you called me in. Everything okay?
Don't ever leave the field, Jensen. You'll regret it. As soon as you strap a desk to your ass, you'll be swimming in goddamn politics.
The boss is giving you trouble?
What? Oh, that. No, the trouble's state police. They're pushing us out of the Ruzicka investigation. I want you over there to make sure that doesn't happen.
You're putting me on the train station attack? Not Dubai?
Forget Dubai. McCready's handling it.
Good. Thought I'd have to fight him to let me handle this one. Whoever planted those bombs yesterday has a lot to answer for.
Agreed. And we have to find out who they are before the state police fuck up our crime scene.
You said they're trying to push us out?
I sent Fletcher in this morning to oversee evidence collection. Seems he's being detained, because he hasn't checked in since.
They can't lock us out. The Czech Republic signed our UN mandate agreement. They gave us jurisdiction over terrorist investigations.
Yeah, well, the former director of their security information services runs state police now. He's come up with a loophole, claiming this attack falls under the homegrown terror exemption.
Homegrown? He's saying it's ARC? The Augmented Rights Coalition?
I don't care what he's saying. He may even be right. I just want us in there so we can find out.
Chang said you've got him cleaning up Intellicam footage that was captured during the bombing. Maybe it can tell us something.
Maybe. But between you and me, Chang's become a little more unglued since Ruzicka. Not sure we can wait for him to get his shit together.
So where do I start?
Technically, you're supposed to speak to our psychologist before getting back into action.
I don't need a shrink.
Convenient, because she's not in the office right now, and I don't want to waste any more time.
So how do I get to Rizika? Public transportation's not stopping there.
It will for you once I make a phone call. Head to the metro and call me when you're there. Good luck, Agent.
These are the greatest concerns. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock, around the world. Always watching, because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Rizika train station.
Agent Joyen, report to Agent Supreme.
Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Hey, Adam. Hey, Adam, hang on a sec. Filling out supply request forms for McCready and his boys is tedious as hell, but I don't want to give him another reason to say no.
Say no to what?
Are you kidding me? Right now, you're the only active augmented agent we have. I'm hoping to change that, been asking him every week practically, but so far, permission denied.
Really? He gave you a reason?
Says my stress levels are too high. Told me I should sign up for meditation classes and drag Chang in with me so he'd chill out and stop changing security codes all the time. It sucks because I really wanted to find out who those crashers in Dubai were.
I still can't believe Miller gave the gold mask case to McCready.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adam. You were there too. You're probably as pissed about those guys getting the drop on the team in Dubai as McCready is. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there. Agent Singh might have been killed.
It could have been worse. That's why I want to find these guys. Maybe I'll talk to McCready, see if I can help.
Good luck with that. He chewed me out for asking if I could help with the case. I should have kept his new key card. I don't want him stinking up my range anyway.
After the bombing, when Chang changed all the locks and codes, was he under orders? Was there a credible threat to our location?
Maybe, but I don't think so. You know how he gets. Still, he wasn't the only one overreacting this time. A lot of people have been here for over 36 hours, and the state police have not exactly been cooperative.
I can imagine.
It took several hours before we got the security footage from the train station and surrounding streets. It's like they don't trust Interpol. It's weird. I can almost understand Chang's paranoia.
Well, Chang doesn't trust anyone, especially anyone in law enforcement.
Well, if you thought he was high-strung before, the attack only made him more manic. He's making connections no one else sees, and some that may not be there.
Explosions tend to damage things like sensitive electronic equipment.
Right? Try telling him that.
You were saying your stress levels were affecting your chances of becoming a field agent. Why is that?
I have a rare resistance to neuropazine. I need more than the average person, especially in stressful situations.
Well, that combination of things is pretty bad in Prague.
I know. But Interpol was the only agency who would give me a chance, and this is where I was assigned. I have no problem with that. I'll take whatever they throw at me.
Good.
It took me months of rehabilitation, getting used to the new arm, learning how to shoot again, learning how to tie my own boots. But I did it, and I'm better than I was.
Don't give up, Arya. Semper Fi.
Hoorah.
Well, I better let you get back to work.
Yeah, sure. Talk to you later. Hey, Adam.
Alex, did we get anything from the Whisper chip?
We got something, but Jane has provided the wrong algorithm for the frequencies, so they aren't getting deciphered correctly.
Can you fix it?
I'm a pilot, not a programmer. I can do it, but it's gonna take some time.
I don't want any trouble. Sorry if I was rude before. If the store had been empty.
We all have our roles to play, Sedlak. How's yours going?
It is giving me new respect for criminals who run front operations. Late shipments, supply problems, random police searches at customs. Ugh.
I thought this store was just a front.
Best Front is a real company. Prahadovos is registered as an international shipping corporation in every country in the EU. I can get an office, way station, or depot up and running anywhere in Europe within 72 hours. I do not suppose you spoke to Agent Chang while you were down there.
He told me you've been hacked. I'm looking into it.
Good. I will sleep better knowing an experienced field agent is on the case.
Field agent?
We both know the deal, Jensen. There are two types of agents in this office. The ones who do the footwork and work the leads, and the ones who analyze them.
And you think Chang's one of those?
I think Chang lives in his head too much. He is good. He's very good. But it is also good that the task force brought in a new psychologist this month.
Anything you can tell me about this hack?
Chang will know more than me. I just told him something strange was going on. Utility statements being accessed, incomplete information on orders, that kind of thing.
The kind of thing that's easy to miss. Surprised you noticed it.
When you have been doing this as long as me, you start to question every little thing. Plus, that old lady kept coming around.
Old lady?
Chatty thing. I thought she was just lonely, until I caught her staring at the terminal when my back was turned.
Did you confront her about it?
I told Chang. Asked him to put a field agent on it.